And thank you for joining. My name is Tara, and I'm going to be talking about trusting the process in this video. So I may have done another video like this, but sometimes it's a really good reminder to trust the process, to trust that you are on the right track. And this has been a huge realization for myself lately, where I've had to, and I decided to let go of the fear and the worry and the lack and the uncertainty. And I was swimming in it for a long time, for probably years, many years, actually. So this is an important factor that we can all work on, and that hopefully with my words I can encourage you as well, or just as a reminder, because sometimes we need reminders when we're on this path alone, trying to create maybe a new business or a success for ourselves, or even just to heal and transform. Wherever you are in your journey, it is a really great reminder to trust the process. We need to trust the process. Now, I've mentioned this before, that we all have our own path, and our paths are multidimensional. There are so many aspects to our existence, to our being, and our mind wants to make sense of a lot of it. We have unresolved fears and traumas within ourselves as well that come up to the forefront that prevent us from moving into our full potential. And this is part of the process of where you might be going, the maybe career path that you're choosing, maybe starting a business, maybe creating success, maybe creating change in your life, whatever your path may be. There are going to be mechanisms within yourself that are going to come up and try to sabotage your path forward, or try to sabotage your success or your experiences. Right. So that is normal. And I just want to say that if you are experiencing the fears, the limitations, the restrictions, the uncertainty, the loneliness, the isolation, you're not alone in your journey. But there's a lot of information that you can find within those moments. And those moments come up for us to make the change, right? For us to face, what do I need to change to move away from this energy or this mindset or this belief that I have within me that is holding me back. Now, I've mentioned this before as well. There is a lot happening in the unseen that we can't see. I've been doing this journey for quite some time now, and I am now just coming into this moment here as of recently, where I have given into radical trust and surrender. And through that moment, it has been constant effort to get there. It has been constant work to get to surrendering and to let go. It has consisted of forgiveness, radical forgiveness. It has consisted of letting go of the pressure, the needs, the wants, the desires, the timeline, the money, the conversations in my mind. It has consisted of letting go of the conversations of my mind, the mental aspect, really holding on to old stories, the despair, the worry, the doubt, all these conversations that I would have over and over again, letting them go. So it really is all about letting go and trusting myself, trusting the greater picture that's happening, that's unfolding, letting go of the resentment of why it isn't working the way I wanted, why it isn't working in the time frame that I am expecting. All those negative energies that we place on ourselves come from our subconscious. The best way to look at your situation is from an outside lens. Look at yourself from an observer standpoint. It will give you a new perspective and a way of looking at your reality. Oftentimes we can succumb to our old fears and traumas and resistance and limitations and uncertainties that come in and override our true reality of what we're going through and what we're creating. Now, as I mentioned, this is a process. This is not an overnight thing. Although when you're doing the work, you will have overnight breakthroughs. You will have those moments of, aha, okay, I'm here, I get it, I know how it works. And then you might fall down into the despair again. That's totally normal. This is the process that we go through. But the more observant you can be, the more aware you can be, the more conscious around your actions, the mindset, not giving into the fears, the limitations, the self-talk, the negative talk, the negativity, letting go, and trusting and opening up and just being at peace. And we can do this. And as I mentioned, I've been doing this for quite some time, chipping away at it. And only recently I have come to that place where I have completely just let it go. and I'm at peace with it. And I really also had to let go of everything, my possessions, everything. I almost did a complete detach from the life that I have because I know I am creating the life that I want. But sometimes we can hang on to the fear of maybe losing what we have or things not working. But what happens when things don't work? What are we truly afraid of when we really think about it? And I let go of the fear of failing, of losing, of restriction, of what ifs. But when I came to terms with it and I just let it go, it opened up something so profound within myself that I just stopped holding on to the fear of losing, of failing, of the what ifs, of the uncertainty. You may have a sense of what's coming up, of what could be coming up in the future. We all have our intuitive gifts. We all have our intuitive gifts to feel what is coming up around the corner or in our future. Use that as your guiding light and trust that. If you don't know what it is and you don't feel it, that's okay. Visualize it. Use your senses, use your feelings, visualize, connect with the life that you just truly desire, that you want, even if it is just pictures from a magazine, or even I go on TikTok and watch other people's videos of lifestyles that I feel I connect with. Right? So you can do whatever you want to align with the lifestyle you desire, but know that the universe is going to present you with moments that are going to give you the clarity that you need. So we need to get out of the way. And I've said this before, we are a conduit for information, for guidance, for understanding, for awareness. We can tap into so much within ourselves. We just need to get out of the way and trust and let go and surrender. Trust the process. Even if it sucks and even if it is difficult, then that is going to be an old trauma or an old subconscious belief that needs to go. And when we go through those moments of difficulties and feeling that heavy energy, it's there for us to make a change. It's there for us to look deeper within ourselves. It's a gift. It really is a gift. I know it sucks, but it serves a purpose. And we have to get comfortable with those moments and look at those moments as opportunities for change. And as I mentioned, there is a lot happening in the unseen, what we can't see, with other opportunities that are shaping and aligning with our future manifestation of what we are wanting to create or what we're destined to do or destined to have. We do have some bit of fate playing in here, some bit of destiny playing in as well. That is out of our control. We can't control everything. We have to know who we are, what we value, what's important for us, who we are at a very core level. And then we also have to trust that we also are here for a purpose, for a reason, and we are here on a specific timeline. You are on your timeline, but it is, again, very expansive and very multidimensional. So a lot of things are playing out in any given moment. And when you're doing the transformative work, your expansiveness is going to grow, and you will realize these things. You will realize, okay, I needed to change this. I needed to expand into this mindset. I needed to open up to these relationships. I needed to make changes in my career here first. I needed to heal myself first. I needed to resolve more layers within myself. There are so many things that we start to understand about ourselves and understand about our path that we hadn't realized before. And this is I'm speaking again, all from experience here. There have been moments where I'm ready now. I'm ready for this right now. I wasn't. And I had to go through much more self-discovery and change and transformation until I can say I am here. But am I really here? I'm just going with the flow. I am open and I am ready and I am accepting. And I am accepting of my talents, my gifts, my ability to create the future that I desire. And fear, if there's fear holding you back, lean into it. Where is the fear? Is there fear of getting out in public? Is there fear of meeting people? Is there fear of putting yourself on camera? Is there fear of chasing your dreams? Is there fear of hustling? Lean into it. Go into it. Go into that fear. Whatever's holding you back from creating your success or your abundance or your love or your life or your health, lean into it. This is not a time for excuses. It's not a time for putting things off. It's not a time to be a victim and saying, well, I'm so poor and broke and I have no success. But what are we doing to create that success? We need to make it happen. We need to change our life. We need to create the change. We need to look for the opportunities for growth and expansion. Lean into the fear. And it is an exercise every day. I challenge you. I've challenged myself every day. If there's something holding me back from doing something, I pursue it. I go into it. I lean into that fear. And even if it's just inch by inch, step by step, pushing myself ever so slightly, at least I am moving in that direction. It doesn't have to happen overnight. I don't need it to happen overnight, because also too, when I have a fear, and if something would show up right away and I'm not ready for it, then it won't work and I'll fail at it and it won't be done right. And so I need to be comfortable fully to really advance myself and to be ready to fully accept what I'm meant to have at that time. So I hope this video offered you a little bit of a pep talk when you need it the most during your transformation and manifestation journey. And until next time, I will be seeing you very soon. Take care.